So they came up with this concept of Maya to denote this idea that we're not seeing an absolute reality, but more a perceptual reality that is more in alignment with our own sensory systems. And that's what they call Maya, the appearance of the world, the multiplicity of the world. And
they call that the apparent reality, which I love that word because it's an apparent reality. But what is it really? What is the true reality, right?
That's right. So this is where non-dualism comes in. So that instead of saying, okay, there's the awareness, right, which is consciousness, and then there is this apparent reality or like a multiplicity of things in the universe, they said, actually, there's only one thing, which is consciousness. Because if you ask, if I'm perceiving blue, for example, but the blue is not really out there, it's a mental experience, that means that blueness and my consciousness are one. If blue never exists outside of consciousness, outside of awareness, that means I can't separate them.
That you are the blue.
That you are the blue.
You are the sky that you perceive.
Exactly. And that's where non-dual, meaning not to, philosophy comes in.
So this isn't me and that, this and that. It's that and this are both me.
They're
There's
identical.
Identical.
If you cannot separate two things, in other words, if blue always appears when there's consciousness, and consciousness cannot be separated from the blue, that means they are identical one thing. That's the non-dual, not two element. So this is extended then to the whole universe. If the whole universe is only perceived through our consciousness, through our awareness, that means it's not really out there. It's simply an aspect of consciousness. So Maya, this appearance of multiplicity, right? Because if we just look at our senses and we look at the world, it appears to be billions of objects, right? All these cars,
and
all these trees, all these birds, everything is like all these fragmented little pieces of the universe extending out into the universe, the solar system and the galaxies and all these different objects. So that Maya, that appearance of duality and multiplicity is the apparent reality, like we were saying.
And so I just want to interrupt for a second, because I think for me, the easiest way to understand this, for those of you who remember your dreams or have had a dream in your life, it's like what we experience in a dream. We go to sleep, we kind of close down all the senses, but we're in this other world, this virtual reality of buildings and people and events. And then when we come back, it's gone. Where did that thing exist in? Where did that dream exist in? Was there like a place you went to? It was in your mind. And so if you think of the dream as similar to the waking life and that they're very similar, it just feels more real in the waking life. Then, but if you see them as the same, you start to can understand the concept of Maya. And you have to really understand the concept of Maya before you can transcend it and see through it. Yeah. You know, it's almost like the first step is to understand, like, to be willing to be open to understand that what I'm seeing is not a true reality.
Yeah. Vedanta says there's two elements to Maya, two powers that it has that makes it appear as if the universe is this multiplicity of things. One of them is concealment, meaning it covers over the oneness of things so that we can't see it. We can't see the oneness. We can only see the multiplicity of things, the fragmented appearance of things. The other power it has is projection, so that then it projects our assumptions or our limited perceptions onto that world. And then we see all these separate things in the world, the separation of things that appear to have an independent existence from our mind. In other words, we think if I close my eyes, those things will still be there, independent of my participation.
Like when you go to sleep, is your bedroom still there? Is your body? What happens to your body? What happens to everything that you
It disappears.
Yeah, and that's kind of a weird concept to think about.
Exactly. It is a very strange reality that we live in, But that's the whole point of philosophy, is that it helps us understand the true nature of things instead of just going by how they appear.